This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 848. I am Brian Kilby. Started the show last week with apologies for technical issues. You know, we may have technical issues this week, but by gum, there'll be different technical issues. We're breaking in a new broadcasting PC here, so. I'm Brian Kilby. With me, we have Matt.
Hello.
Rob.
Variety is important.
It's the spice of life, they say. Chris.
The important thing is not to make the same mistake twice.
This is true. And Don.
And if you make the same mistake twice, blame someone else.
Yeah. Diecast is in a hotel room somewhere else this time.
Perfect segue.
Yeah. No, he's not here. His son's graduating today.
Well, congrats to his son.
I don't know what he's graduating from, but he's graduating. He didn't go into detail. But it's not the time to graduate from high school, is it?
No.
It's the wrong time of year.
No, it's homecoming time.
I think Diecast's son works with him at his at the same company that Diecast does, so he may have just finished his training or something.
Gotten out of probation. No. I mean, probation is what they call it.
Probationary period.
Yeah.
A probationary period. Yes, that's right.
Yes, they took Diecast's son's ankle monitor off today.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not probation. That's house arrest. They can be overlapping in some situations, but one does not necessarily go the other.
Yeah.
Every time.
Titans Return Fortress Maximus is being reissued.
Apologies to Diecast's son, and congratulations on whatever it is you're celebrating today.
If you didn't get it at Ollie's for $40, you can get it now for $200.
Yay?
Yeah, that is. I have not been up until that point. I had not been disappointed in a Transformers figure that much until I got Fortress Maximus. Because I didn't have Metroplex. I bought Utopia from 8 Toys instead of the generation.
I wish I would have got Utopia.
And I even if I didn't have him, I couldn't see paying that much for the figure.
It's okay. I don't hate it. It's not great.
It's floppy. It's
not great.
It's very floppy.
If you've handled the original Fortress Maximus, it is probably not going to be super exciting.
Not the same.
Yeah, that's very true. It is though better than Metroplex.
It's probably better than the Cybertron Metroplex too.
Yeah, unless you got it for $60.
Yeah, I do wish with the markup that they'd find a way to include the Master Sword with that, because that's basically my biggest regret in getting the domestic Fortress Maximus is it does not come with the Master Sword. It was only available separately in a limited release in Hong Kong, and that damn thing is expensive.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to ask y'all guys this. We're getting the Fortress Maximus reissue. I cannot see them doing I'm going to use the term select Grand Maximus.
No.
But here's
Maximus.
Right, but here's the thing.
They probably just needed to hold on to the trademark and had to put something.
That's more likely.
Right.
Don, I think we're going to the same place. I've been holding this in since yesterday, but I'll let you say it instead.
No. What I'm saying is that we're getting these reissues of figures, but we're not getting the corresponding reissue from the same mold. For example, they reissued Commander Class Skyfire, but they didn't do the Shattered Glass version, which has been sold out since pretty much it was made available. We got Shattered Glass Grimlock, but we've not gotten a reissue of the first Grimlock, which goes for stupid. Why are we not getting these molds?
We're not going to get we're not going to get Grand Max because that was an exclusive. I don't think I don't think you're going to.
I wasn't expecting that.
The real question is why are they running this now instead of, I guess, because somebody somewhere wants it. I was hoping secretly that they pulled the mold out so that they could do a Select Brave Max, but they didn't do another run. Did they do another run on Omega Supreme once we got Guardian?
No, there was they did a rerun of Omega before they did the Guardian robot, a year or so before that. But
that's when I got mine.
And they same thing for Scorponok and Black Zarak. Was there a corresponding rerun for that? I don't know.
No, there wasn't. But I'm saying.
Well, this is my point that I've been holding on since yesterday, so I just jumped to that. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
because I think it's more relevant to what we're trying to talk about right now. So, but yeah, like why not Brave Max? Like Brave Max is the one like that fans would like. We would like a Selects figure. So that's what people would want. If you can't have Grand Max,
possible. It's possible.
It is.
I mean,
So,
that would be.
I don't really want that to happen because, like I said, Titan class figures have come a long way since that Fortress Maximus was first released.
Yeah.
Like we have had a lot better ones, and I was kind of hoping for a redo.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that myself. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, right after they do a better Metroplex new mold, like I would like to see them go and take another stab at Fortress Maximus.
You don't even have to do Metroplex first, because if
yes,
they do that,
I've said they do.
I'm afraid. I am afraid they would have the urge to reuse parts again between the two, and they should not.
I agree with you there. Like, I want a 100% whole new Titan G1 Metroplex.
Yes.
But I also want a whole new 100% new parts Fortress Maximus that hews more to what the original toy was than what they were trying to do.
That was kind of
a brick with a lot of features.
A brick loaded down with features.
A brick with features
that toy is fun.
Yeah, you just don't get that with the Fort Max that came out in Titan's Return. It's just not a fun toy.
Grandest but fun.
Yeah, sure.
It does not have to be. I'm not saying it has to be a brick. That's not what I'm wanting per se. But I want something that is truer to the experience of G1 Fort Max with like an actual competent battle station mode and more built-in play features for smaller toys. Like that was a real shortfall of Titan's Return Fortress Maximus.
But the only way I think we'll ever see that is through HasLab.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
done.
HasLab now could be what Kara did for the Brave Max with more of a reach. Grand Max with more of a reach. Now they've opened up in other countries, plus pulling in online retailers' orders as well. So that Grand Max or Brave Max may have a shot now with this new paradigm versus what Takara Tomy tried to do a couple years ago and didn't quite succeed getting all the bells and whistles. But HasLab now is in place to do that. This could be a test run for that.
Okay. So I'm not happy currently with the state of like these Titans figures. I didn't care for Nemesis. I honestly didn't care for Metroplex. I honestly didn't really care about the Arc that much, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like the last one I really liked was Omega Supreme or Scorponok. Yes.
Scorponok was more recent.
And like those felt like substantial, and like they just don't feel substantial anymore.
I have soured on the Arc as time has passed. I picked that thing up yesterday. It was in ship mode, and it just kind of flopped all over the place. And I appreciate what they tried to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not knocking like non-G1 stuff. Like they're like Tidal Wave. Give me a substantial, gigantic Tidal Wave. I would love that.
Give us animated Omega. Give us
animated Omega. Like heck, if you go to Beast Wars, go. Well, I was going to say Tripredicus, but the combiner. Why can't I think? Magnaboss.
Yeah,
something like that. That would be amazing.
Okay, but only if they make it all out of gold plastic so that
shatters.
It falls apart like the original. Yeah, gotta keep true to the origins.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that they could do that's G1 that I would love, but like just the size, the mass, and they gotta keep it within a certain price range. But I don't know. This is $200. I would pay $2 for a Titan that I want rather than $150 for one that I don't.
Well, here's the thing, Brian. I'm going to say this without trying to stretch out the conversation. Now that they've redone Omega as the Guardian robot, they're willing to do recolors of these Titans. So we don't know what to expect anymore because we in the early days, we had a very good feeling they were not going to redo these Titans. They were too expensive to do recolors of.
Although they didn't for
the longest time.
Yeah.
But now they've done Omega.
San Diego versions.
Omega and Black Zerg.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
really, those rules aren't applying anymore. So we don't know what to expect.
Oh, sure we
rules
do. Brave
are.
Max.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we've seen these deep cuts from this team. Anything is possible.
So, Chris, to Chris's point, they're rerunning this mold. It's $50 more, but so that means Brave Max could be on. Metroplex. I don't want that Metroplex mold to come back. I hate it. I like the size of it. I never cared much for it.
And I don't think there's anything like existing that they could just easily turn that into. They would have to invent something completely new for Cybertron Metroplex.
Yeah.
Oh, Cybertron Metroplex? Yeah, I was going to say I would make an exception to not wanting the Generations Metroplex if somehow we, lucked into a Select Metro Titan.
Yeah, see, okay.
That.
So this is Monkey's Paw I want is the Titan Cybertron Metroplex decoed as Metro Titan.
Yeah, that's funny.
It would look good though.
In our
Those
Discord,
colors would look nice.
In our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, Captain Rufus said we still know a Mega Supreme. I've soured on it. I mean, a Mega Supreme is a Mega Supreme like.
A Mega Supreme would look outstanding with the Toxitron collection.
Yeah.
Or if you did animated Omega, I think if you did an animated Omega, the Supreme will look better on that mode than the Titan Omega.
Yeah.
Hear me out here. Voyager class Omega Supreme scaled to go with core toys.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was already thinking if you were going to get Supreme,
well, wouldn't Commander class kind of do that?
Mold.
Wouldn't Commander class kind of do that?
I mean, that would still be kind of large. That could work, but yeah, I just think Omega Supreme being, having been an action master, kind of feel like something a little bit smaller, more affordable in some sense might be a better way to go than full-sized Omega Supreme.
When Matt mentioned Toxitron collection, even those are repaints. I wasn't even thinking repainting the Titan toy. I was thinking about something new like that. That's the only way that I think that would work. Okay.
So, I mean, that would be like the niche line of all niche lines that I would want in Generations. Just like a little subcategory of updated Action Master Elites as full Transformers. Supreme, Windmill, Double Punch, and there was one more, wasn't there?
Windmill, Double Punch, Mega Supreme, and there's
right?
one.
The helicopter, right?
The Bruticus. No, that's Windmill.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
There were 4 because I remember seeing them for $800 a piece at BotCon.
Okay, I'm going to the wiki.
Okay.
I feel like a bad success fan that I can't think of the 4th Action Master Elite. Like, this is basically my job on the podcast to remember this stupid stuff, and this is just completely
I only own one of 4 because I feel the only one I'm willing to spend any money. Well, that's not true. It's not the only one I'm willing to spend.
Well, I had the choice to get the 4 Turbo Masters for less than one Supreme Elite Action Master. Guess which one I picked?
Well, yeah, obviously.
The Turbo Masters Bruticus and Windmill is...
okay, so we were conflating Windmill and Turbo Master.
Oh, no, so I was right. So, that Turbo Master and Windmill are separate. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That was it. Yeah, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly, I just want a Voyager Double Punch so they can redeco it into a Scorponok that scales with my other toys in a more Marvel sense.
Yeah, buying those toys, the gimmick still works, makes them so expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Also, it makes sense that we couldn't remember Windmill because he's like the one that isn't based on a previous figure.
Yeah,
right.
Windmill's, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So, Hasbro Pulsecon? It's what, next Friday?
That sounds right, yeah.
22nd.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, correct me if I'm wrong. So we every year we'd have Hasbro Pulsecon and the Fan Fest. Was it Pulsecon or the Fan Fest that was a 2-day event? The Fan Fest?
Probably Fan Fest. Fan Fest is the one that's in the spring, and Pulsecon is in the fall.
Pulsecon was not a day event. It was a 1-day event or a half day. This is like a 4-hour deal. Are they downsizing?
I mean, maybe since they can actually go to like San Diego now and Toy Fair if that ever happens. Like they don't need to rely on a 2-day stream anymore.
Toy Fair happens either late this month or early next month, I think.
I think it's in October.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, San Diego and Toy Fair bookending it would explain why Pulsecon has been minimized if it has. They're using this opportunity to do the reveal of next year's legacy imprint on their terms, which, there's still 10 days for people to leak everything that they're going to talk about. But in the meantime, it's a good theory they're going to reveal this on their terms.
Yeah, so, and this year it's hosted by Thu and the Toy Galaxy guy again.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this Toy Galaxy's first time. Thu, he was, last year when they did
Deathsaurus.
Yeah. So I have to say, I really appreciate that they're going to like fans for this as opposed to the talent that they would hire that just kind of felt out of place.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, like even like sometimes the hosts they would do a good job, sometimes they wouldn't. Now you get people who know what they're talking about and are enthusiastic, so I think that's the way to go.
Well, I've watched a lot of the Toy Galaxy, Secret Galaxy videos, and Dan seems like he's a very affable kind of guy. And I've heard good things about him.
He's a very good presenter.
I was literally taking a drink as not talking about the YouTube video, not even thinking about it. Literally thinking about it. I don't watch YouTube videos. Even diecast. I'm sorry, diecast. I just don't. YouTube's not something that I particularly care for. Even though right now we're streaming on YouTube, but I do really like the fact that I don't watch YouTube. But I really do like the fact that they're going to fans that like do this and not like back in the day. I'm sure we've all been to a panel before. It's like, oh, this person knows about something. Let's give them a panel, and then they're up there, and it's like crickets. Like pulling it from people to do YouTube is like the perfect place to do it because they're used to being in front of a camera and talking to people. So it's
yeah.
Welcome, diecast. You joined us. So we established that your son is graduating from probation. What it was?
No.
A probationary period in his training at the auto.
No.
Okay.
No. Graduating from the technical college.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So we were wrong. We were mostly pulling that out of the air, so it's not like we were.
We had an interesting conversation about house arrest.
You need to go back and listen to it.
It was at the Philadelphia Union Stadium, which is the soccer stadium. And I was emailing pictures to someone and saying, I wonder if this would be a good event to streak at. But
okay.
So, apparently it's not.
Thanks, Diecast.
I hear your son would appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm all about making memories.
Diecast is making up for the 40 minutes he missed between pre-show and now.
Well, was it Star Trek content or?
No, I was actually complaining about influencers. So if you want to, I was complaining about, which I include ourselves in, but like the influencer culture. So if you want to go back into that, you can go sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/tfradio. So yeah, that was the conversation. I just got a wild hair to complain about it because it impacts me. Like thinking, okay, here's a small rant. Like going back, just following people on Twitter who like were collecting baseball cards during the pandemic. Well, buy a gum, I'm going to buy baseball cards too. And like $5,000 later, I don't need to buy baseball cards anymore. I'm done. So,
for all that and more, become a patron. Listen to the free show cast.
Yep.
So where are we in the news?
Pulsecon 2023.
Yeah.
We're not making fast progress.
People keep showing up out of the blue and asking where we are instead of just rolling with it. So, sorry. So yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So diecast, Toy Fair, you're probably more on top of this. We established Toy Fairs in October.
Is it?
I don't know. So, but the long and the short of this is though, like the Fan Fest or Pulsecon is like half a day. I can't remember if that's shortened from last year, but like
I'm pretty sure it was Friday and Saturday last year.
Okay,
Don't
but-
quote me
Yeah.
on that, but I think it was a 2-day stream.
but
I agree.
with the ability now to go back to conventions, have Toy Fair and everything, the need for these events is not what it used to be. So I'm not saying that they'll eventually stop doing them, but they could. But I hope they don't, because I really do enjoy them.
What I suspect is they will probably not have as much of a fan media accessibility at Toy Fair this year because they're replacing that show to the fans of the new toy line with the Pulsecon stream.
Toy Fair's
That would make sense.
this month in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just looked it up. September 30th through October 3rd. So October is 75% correct.
Yeah, if Hasbro is doing like a fan event like they've done in the past, we would probably already know about it. So,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So
Shoot.
PulseCon probably is a fan of it.
Yeah.
Because Toy Fair, like Hasbro's presence at Toy Fair is actually going to be in the main Toy Fair venue. It's not going to be off separate this time. It was my last understanding of this. So they might not have the access now to invite in, a few dozen people to cover it for their fan media needs.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So-
may. I mean, Lego does. So,
Yeah, but they're Lego.
yeah.
they may be able to do it also. So,
Okay, cool. Anything else about PulseCon?
Powerlink's Hot Shot's going to be the exclusive, and that's supposed to go up on that Friday also after the show.
We knew it was the exclusive though. Like I'd forgotten it.
They talked about that at SDCC.
But like, so when I was clicking through the photos to see what the exclusive was, I was a little saddened that it wasn't more than that, even though it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an in-hand photo of Noah Diaz. Looks like, I guess, is it hitting retail?
it's actually in
Uh,
Guy's hand. That's
Yeah,
in
literally
Hong Kong, maybe it's a retail purchase, but not in this country.
Okay,
I do not remember where
so
specifically.
we
from.
may still be a couple months out. Like I am not chomping at the bit to get it. I want it, but like I'm not like, dying that I don't have it, but I
Mhm.
do want it.
Yeah, the one disappointing thing I learned from this is that the sword, quote unquote, on the right arm is not removable. That's just molded in place.
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing, but I mean, it's not like a toy killer or anything.
not
Yeah.
for that scale.
Yeah.
They could have made that where it untabs or something, but yeah.
I'm just going to guess that they wanted to make sure the parts count went into the removable backpack. to
Probably,
make it
yeah.
more movie accurate. But
Which I'm glad they can remove the backpack because it didn't make sense to me at all when we first saw it.
It
Yeah.
looks cooler with the backpack on.
So we have more photos of Ultra Magnus. Is there anything worth pointing out that stands out?
Well, we've got a side-by-side comparison with Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, and they're about the same height. Obviously, the Studio Series one is much more chunky.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah, but I mean, if you
oh wow.
have or have had that toy, you've got a good yardstick for like what its shelf presence is going to be.
I'm
that
trying
way.
to remember how satisfied I was with that version of Ultra Magnus at the time.
I mean, it was a nice Ultra Magnus. The ankles sucked, but
yeah, it was,
The new one looks like he stands about head and shoulders above the Kingdom version.
Yeah.
which is great. I think that's perfect because I always thought Kingdom Ultra Magnus was a little
Was
small.
a little small for Ultra Magnus, yeah.
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 Yeah, a little bit. It's not in this set, but I also saw a side-by-side picture with Titans Return 6-shot, and they are about equal in height also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a great joke
No, I know.
that like 3 people are going to be laughing at right now.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Okay. So, man, I'm proud that I pulled that one out. Sorry, I just love the headmasters. Fun.com. Oh God.
Okay. What am I?
So
Okay.
So did we talk about the apparel stuff last week? The other apparel
No.
stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let me go. Are we talking about that this week? Is this the same thing? Because I got a press release, and I never show my wife this crap. I'm like, look at this junk.
Yeah, I think the press release one is the next item.
Okay. The
Come
press
on, that
release.
laser is kind of nice.
It's the one thing that kind of hides
only
what it
thing.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, so Transformers Cross Bobby Abley. I don't know what that is, but it's hideous. This is something Diecast. I could see Diecast wearing this stuff. But like, I guess this is a high-end brand or something.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how much this stuff costs.
It's very expensive.
It's horrible. It's
What-
hideous.
I was trying to figure out what the white suit had to do with Transformers until I looked really close at the pictures, and there is like a vehicle mode Bumblebee just in the pattern of a campsite that just repeats over and over.
There's
It's barely Transformers.
like this black bodysuit PJs thing that's like the Autobot insignia on the top, and like I can't tell what on the bottom on the legs.
Megatron's on the bottom of the legs.
I mean, yes. Hasbro is going to take money when somebody says, "Hey, we'll pay you money."
Yeah.
But like, why
I
would?
do also want to mention, since we're talking about like the One Piece like pajama things
but
for a
why?
second.
But why would this company? Sorry, Rob. Why
It's
would this
okay.
company want to do this? One, what? How are they going to make any money off of this? And like, why would Hasbro even approve? Like, yes, money, but like, why would Hasbro approve it? Like, this just does nothing for the brand. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just looking at the previous thing, and I kind of love that the One Piece pajama thing that looks like Optimus Prime is called a Union suit, just because people who are going to buy a set of Optimus Prime pajamas with a hood attached are far too mature to buy it if it's called a onesie.
I'm just completely at a loss. So this fun.com stuff, I can at least get this. Like this, there's
Well, yeah, it's
Transformers-
a lot more affordable for one thing.
But there's a Transformers blazer that, it just looks like a cheap blazer, but there's like Transformers stuff on the inside. And
Yeah.
there's like fun Transformers themed like PJs or whatever, or this shirt that looks, I don't even know what the style is, but it's very reminiscent of like the 80s with like the big collar or the big cuffs, collar, and it just says Transformers on it. Like, that's at least kind of fun, but this other stuff is just the dregs.
I mean, it's weird because in the past month, we've had the licensed Halloween costume, the licensed mask showing up at the dollar stores. These two items, the new Transformers watch, this is a major resurgence of licensings from Hasbro.
That's true.
I'm thinking it's because to offset some of the financial difficulties they've had lately.
Of course.
And and that's why we're seeing this. I mean, it's not like it's all on paper cups, paper napkins, party stuff. It's not like it was in the 80s.
I wish it was.
But it is getting to the point where if they're needing the money and people are coming to them wanting to use those licenses,
Of course.
I think
we're going to see more crazy stuff like this. So buckle up, Buttercups.
I think
It's
the
almost like-
stranger. Go ahead, Diecast.
Chris was talking first, Chris.
I was just gonna say, like, I think stranger than Hasbro approving it. I think it's weirder that Abbey Road or whatever wanted to do this in the first place and sought out the license because, like you said, how are they going to make any money off of this? Like, who's the target market for Transformers apparel of this style at the kind of price point they have? It doesn't really make sense to me why they would have sought out licensing.
The watch I get. The watches I get.
Yeah.
This I don't get. Go ahead, Diecast.
I was just going to say it's almost like the CEO, Don Ferguson, said, no more leaving money on the table. Take all the licenses you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if no one is really harmed by this other than the company's going out of business because they're not selling the stuff and they pay so much money for that, I don't want that to happen, obviously. But Hasbro, if they got people saying, here, we'll give you $500,000 to use these art assets on our clothing, it's like, okay, that pays this bill.
Let me put you in the heads, I guess, of the Hasbro marketing team. It's like, oh, this is an established fashion brand. Like, they're going to give us money to make stuff. Okay, that only looks good on us. That's their
Right.
perspective. as a non-marketer and as a fan, I think it looks ridiculous.
But
like,
some of this stuff doesn't look bad.
No, but there as the but like when you are in a company, it is hard to set yourself out, put yourself in the head of an actual consumer. Diecast likes it. So if we see Diecast wearing the stuff, that's all well and good, but generally speaking, like it's hard to put yourself in the head of a consumer. Also, going back to last week, the conversation about the Seiko watch, I think it was Seiko watch.
Yeah.
My friend said it's a very good watch, and that I should get it because all of the other watches that Seiko's done in this line have multiplied 10 times the price because of their exclusive nature. So I actually went to go buy it, but you can only buy it if you're in Japan. So yeah, so I think it's a $400 watch or $300 watch. And like he was showing me the others that like they've all like Resident Evil and shopped over $2,000 and stuff.
Wow.
So like it like appreciates extremely quickly.
So it may not make sense to us, but there is, like I said, I'm a smartwatch guy, but there is a market for it.
Yeah, I mean, we assumed that much. Just these clothes seem like a different kind of thing than a watch. A watch is a lot more subtle.
Watch is much more subtle. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Every once in a while on this show, we bump up into stuff that is just so far outside of our wheelhouse, it does not make any sense.
Yeah, exactly.
The Venn diagrams on these is just weird.
I would never own a $200,000 watch, but I get a $200,000 watch. If this is a $500, I don't know how much. I have no idea how much this shirt costs. Say it's a $500 shirt. I don't get that. I don't get this is ugly. It's just ugly. Ugly. Okay. That's like it's like, oh, take Radio Free Cybertron off the list of so it ugly. So
they'll never
send us sample shirts that would not be in any of our
like wouldn't fit. They wouldn't even make it my size anyway. Like,
exactly.
So, yeah. So
that's a good point.
Yeah. These are like extra smalls. Actually.
Again, I just don't know why Bobby Abley wanted this license. That's where I'm hung up at more than anything else. Why did they want the Transformers? Not why did Transformers take them?
Speaking of things that are just ugly, I wasn't even going there. This, let's see here, PDP Real MZ controller.
And I was going to say it's kind of interesting.
I actually, the more I look at it, the more I see things that I didn't see before. But it's also pretty ugly. So, like, there's a floating Optimus Prime head inside of it. Then there's like art that's like printed on the side, and it's like the D-pad is blue, the buttons are blue, the sticks and shoulder buttons are red, the cord is red. Like, so it's Optimus Prime, I guess.
I love it.
I mean, good.
I want it.
Yeah,
I want it.
We got to see some of these other Realms controllers before, and they all seem to have like a little molded figure, non-removable, in the bottom left side. You can see it on the Pikmin in this particular tweet, and they also showed Sonic the Hedgehog. So
yeah,
it's a bizarre choice.
Is this company any good?
PDP, I believe they either bought up or used to be Rock Candy, which were like kind of bottom of the line replacement controllers, but reasonably durable for what you paid.
So is it gonna make my hands cry if I try playing with it?
Actually, I found that their old Xbox 360 controller to be somewhat more comfortable than an on-brand one myself. It did, I got it for $10 at Micro Center. It felt like $10 worth of controller for the most part, but it lasted a good long time.
Interesting. Okay.
So, I don't know how to describe it. It's a durable kind of cheap, at least in my experience.
Durable kind of. Okay, I'm changing the episode title. Now it's a durable cheap.
So like the button switches aren't going to immediately wear out, but there's no like materiality to it.
Yeah, like it feels more fragile than it is in my experience. But my experience is probably like 10 years ago since I am talking about 360 controller.
You're playing on a candle wax controller, but the buttons will always work, is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Kind of.
Cool. Okay. What ham sandwiches do we have Don.
Oh, okay. Nemesis Prime's head just went flying across the room.
Well, do you need to go recover that while Diecast?
No.
Well,
I will
Diecast
go.
has a lot of stuff that he didn't talk about last week.
Okay, that would be good. Thank
Diecast,
you.
what did you get?
Well, I do have a news item.
Okay.
That we talk about because I got Moldy Nacelle from Amazon.
Yes.
Hasbro reached out to me on my X account. Still sounds wrong, but they reached out to me on my X, formerly Twitter account, and they said, hey, we're really interested to find out what's going on with this.
Can you delete this tweet, please?
No, can you send it to us? So
really,
they actually sent me a USPS label. That way I could send it to them for their QC department to get and take a look at. So I thought that was neat. That's the actual first time I've actually had we'll call it a QC problem that they actually wanted to investigate.
That's a pretty serious problem.
Yeah, so they are aware of it, and they are actually, apparently at least looking into it.
I will say, go ahead, Chris.
I've heard anecdotally that there's been cases where if someone has a transformer that cannot transform due to no fault of the user, and Hasbro finds out about it, they will do the same thing, reach out and try to get that sample back so they can go over it and see what has gone wrong with it, and if there's something else they need to look at in production to make sure it doesn't happen again, or that it's not a wider spread issue. Go ahead, Brian.
I can only imagine what this is like at Hasbro, but the company that I work for, the most fun jobs are the QC jobs because you get to obliterate things. You get to stress test. Seriously, it's amazing. So I bet that team at Hasbro is that's probably the job to have.
Let's put it in the microwave and see what happens.
Yes, stuff like that. What else, Diecast? So you're in the hotel last week, so you didn't get to talk about the stuff that you got. So what did you get?
Oh, shoot, I don't even remember.
That's fine. Okay. Well,
we are having a great show this week, I gotta tell you.
I did get the Nova Prime exclusive from Amazon. I have it upstairs. Super impressed with the packaging. It's like Hascon or SDCC level packaging. For him and the two sniper girls from IDW, which someone else might talk about, but the packaging is just amazing. Because I give them a hard time on packaging, like the Dion aerial set. That packaging was so thin it was garbage. But they're really doing a nice job with these Amazon sets. So that's really all I got to talk about this week.
Okay, Don, did you get your Nemesis Prime? Let me tell you about this Nemesis Prime head I got.
Button.
Another joke that people will get.
Yeah.
I almost put a reference for that in the Titan Return Fort Max reissue topic.
Okay. Diecast. Okay. Thanks to Rob tweeting this out, that store that you started shopping at, Surgaya, thank you. I looked, they had free shipping last weekend, and I looked for a lot of things. Couldn't find anything Transformer related, but I did get something I've been wanting for a very long time. The original Build Fighter soundtrack, Season 1, $11 with free shipping from Japan.
Okay.
Nice.
And the box they sent it in was as big as a Voyager size box that they would put in another box from Hasbro Pulse. Send one CD by DHL.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, Don, you have to take some pride in that you absolutely made them lose a lot of money on that sale.
I mean, I know I looked for more stuff with free shipping, but they didn't have anything I really wanted. And then I saw this thing goes for like $60 at like CD Japan and stuff. I got it for $11.
Nice.
Now my ham sandwiches for the week, I'm very happy with. We at McKay's in Greensboro, and they are moving first of the year down the highway
to Mebane, right?
Yeah, they're moving to Mebane. So they're not really having a big sale. They're not doing until first of the year, but they are. I have noticed they are marking a little stuff down that was still there. I went there and I saw these a couple of months ago, and they were much too expensive. And I came back and they were very reasonable. This is from Majestic Studios, the 12-inch Battlestar Galactica figures.
So, okay, so that's classic Galactica.
Yeah, classic Galactica. They were about half of what they were when I was down there visiting my friend Fred a couple months ago. So we've got 12-inch Starbuck.
So they're like Barbie sized, right?
Yeah, they're
Classic GI Joe size, if
yeah,
you like.
classic.
Yeah, Barbie size.
Exactly.
We got Starbuck, and the boxes are extremely, unfortunately. But if you look at Majestic Studios Battlestar Galactica Classic, the boxes are absolutely phenomenal looking. This is the Cylon.
Nice.
And the Apollo was again half off the Richard Hatch figure. Again, just showing off how the great artwork and the photography on the box. And there's just again the figure inside. They got the blasters, the comm pads. They have the holsters. They got a stand.
Their little
see
Viper
helmets in
helmets.
there.
Yeah, the Viper helmets. Yeah, these things go on eBay from $130 to $160 roughly a piece. I got them all for like $2.
Wow.
So yeah,
Very nice.
because they were about
$2? That's
they were
great.
about they were
Yeah.
about altogether they were about $450 the last time I was down there.
Oh wow.
Dang.
While I was down visiting Fred last time, I stopped by a comic book store called Selfish Comics in Greensboro, and they had 2 Gargoyles figures that I had been looking at, but I was waiting to try to find them at Target. So I picked up a whole bunch of Xanatos. I got regular Xanatos with the business suit and everything
Ooh.
else.
That'd be the one I'd want.
Yeah, but they also had armored Xanatos, which I wasn't going to get, but he looks so good.
Does look nice.
And here's the thing: these were the same price with about a $5 markup each as BBTSS. I admitted on Twitter that I was trying to find a good classified Snake Eyes. I didn't want to put a lot of money into it just to have something on the shelf. Well, because I bought those 2, I got classified Snake Eyes for $10 in the box.
Okay.
Very
That
nice.
only costs $10.
Yeah, those two.
Where do I get it for
together-
$10? I could buy another one.
Yeah, because I asked him how much.
Did I miss something? Because he's not telling me.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, he Donomics this.
He
did.
Donomics.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so he didn't actually get it for $10.
Yeah, well, I did because the two Gargoyles figures were $82. I paid $94 with tax.
But if
so
you hadn't bought those, how much would that have been?
$35.
That's still
cheaper than retail.
That's still cheaper
yeah.
than retail. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I got all of that for
So
less.
the guy at the store cut you a deal on the Snake Eyes because you bought the Gargoyles.
Right. Yeah, but I'm still saying, I still say that.
Yeah.
And because of some earlier Dynanomics that I had thanks to Target, I was able to get basically buy one get one free on the Steel Clan robots
Oh.
to go with, because I had a $35. Here's the short version. Remember that AT-AT I bought?
No.
The Micro Galaxy AT-AT?
Yeah.
I bought 3. Sold one for $90. That took my cost on one I was keeping down to about $30. And then I sold the other one that I had for what I paid for it. But I still had the $35 bonus from buying it at Target originally. These are $36.99 online at Target. So basically I used my $35 and I got 2 of them for $40 with tax. So that's $20 a piece on the NECA Gargoyles.
Okay.
I got when I was at Target today getting some other stuff, I got a Optimus Prime fig pin for $5.
Why?
Figured it was $5 instead of 20, so I figured it would look nice pinned up somewhere.
Okay.
On topic, sort of on topic, I got Trouble Bubble.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking forward to that. Prepare for trouble and make it bubble. I guess is what they say.
That's also a ham sandwich, Don.
Yeah, I know it's a ham
But
sandwich.
we're getting
But
closer
it's a
though.
Hasbro ham
Yeah,
sandwich. So.
the last two things I got was this is a KO of the DX9 Omega. I think you have
Theft?
this. Well, it was a KO.
No, it's not
of
a
the
it's
third
not
party.
it's not an official toy. It's
Is
not
it-
that.
but I think you've got this diecast. Didn't you get the Pangu?
Yes.
Yes, this is a clear translucent version with the light up features.
Ooh.
What lights up?
I think it's the rocket
Smart.
tip and the laser pointer. I just got it in today.
The chest piece seems to be clear plastic as well. Does that light up?
The whole
that
thing's
may-
clear
I-
plastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
the whole
My
thing
mistake.
the whole thing is
Neat.
it's translucent.
It's like smoky gray.
Smoky
That's why
gray.
it's hard to, yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing was I got this from Show Z with free shipping. It was $25 less than anywhere domestically, and I paid like the $8 expedited shipping. I got it in a week, less than a week and a half.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty
that.
amazing.
Yeah, that's the only one of those I'm getting, unless they do a spring colored one. And the last thing I got was the Stunticon gift set.
Where'd you get that
Ooh.
from?
Pulse.
So when Pulse put that up, I didn't know if it was coming. And actually, no. That's the one that has the
toy decos.
the toy decos. Like for whatever reason, I saw it and it didn't click, and I didn't buy it. I actually don't hate myself that I didn't buy it, but is it still available?
Yeah, I think it is.
Last time I looked, I don't think it was, but that was a week ago. But yeah, it's
I thought you're big on the box sets, Brian. So I thought you were going to be in as the box set.
But it's not. There's no windows. I mean, there are windows. There are windows, but it's not. There's no plastic.
There's holes. There's holes.
There'll be
Holes,
holes.
yeah.
It doesn't look right to me.
but I do like that the Stunticons do have, it's like Dead End has his stripe now, and Dragstrip has his stripe. So I like the fact is they're a little more colorful. That there's some tampos on there. Plus now I've got a set I can do Stunticons and Minosaur, and they be a little bit different looking, because I can put Minosaur together with the regular Legacy editions, because a lot of this Tampo stuff you won't see in Minosaur mode, other than the stripes on the arms and stuff. But I'm really glad I got him. He looks great, and I can't wait to eventually get my combiner shelf set up. And that's what I got this week.
Cool. Matt, what'd you get?
So from my Amazon list, I got for my birthday the extended edition of Talladega Nights, the Ricky Bobby story. Thank you,
Great
Brian.
movie.
I'm
Great
sorry.
movie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
It's Will Ferrell.
Brian also got me the flag of the United Federation of Planets, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you very much.
Very suitable for draping over a coffin too.
Yep. I got another gift off of Amazon, which did not come with a note, but guessing what diecast says, I'm assuming it's from him.
Yep.
I got the Amazon set of Cascade and Javelin, the snipers from IDW2. Nice set. This is the first time I've messed with the Studio Series RC mold. It does not want to stay pegged together in robot mode like anywhere, but it looks nice just standing there. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Diecast.
Does your vehicle
problem.
mode? In vehicle mode? Do your
I
front
haven't
wheels?
transformed them yet.
Okay, that was a problem with that mold. Is her front wheels will not stay pegged together.
Well, like in robot mode, the entire chest assembly just wants to come apart anytime I touch it.
Yeah.
So
That was the thing with my experience with Studio RC as well.
yeah.
Hmm.
So that's what I got off my Amazon list this week. I bought myself the Commander class Armada Optimus Prime.
Very nice.
I was not prepared for how good this figure is.
Yes.
Everybody has talked it up. And I don't think they did it justice. Brian wants to say something.
I literally 5 minutes ago just bought that on Amazon.
Hmm.
It is stupid good.
Diecast mentioned the Nova Prime, and I'm like, I don't have it. Let's see if I can get it. I bought Nova Prime and that, so hopefully,
you take a drink.
Like solid, incredibly solid. Like this thing is not coming apart.
That's awesome.
That toy makes me like that version of Optimus a lot better now.
Yeah, like a lot of times I'll get something and be like, yeah, it's nice, but I don't really, it's not as nice as I hoped it would be. Not this. This is just fantastic.
Now you need an overload to put on top of that.
And a Jetfire.
Yeah.
So I also got the Stunticon gift set from Hasbro Pulse. So I have conflicting feelings on it. So as a box set, I'm not in love with it. It is the plastic-free packaging. So since there's no windows, the cutouts are all incredibly small for the vehicles. So like part of the appeal of a box set is that you can see the toys in there. Well, with the package plastic-free stuff, you can see half of Wild Rider in there. You can see 3/4 of Breakdown in there. You can see about 2/3 of Motormaster. I appreciate what they tried to do, but the plastic-free packaging, it doesn't mix with Combiner War style box packaging, in my personal opinion. As far as the figures go, the added details, like the paint details, actually really do help the figures a lot. Like I liked, for the most part, the Stunticons to begin with. Like I had my nitpicks, like breakdown or let down or gray down, whatever you want to call him. Like that's one of the things that just drives me insane anyway. Like from the original G1 Stunticons, like yes, 2 of the limb figures did share engineering, but it wasn't Breakdown and Wild Rider. It was Breakdown and Dead End. So like if any 2 are going to share engineering, just that's my personal hang up. But one of the things, like we had seen previously that they made some changes to the Breakdown, including a new head, and the box set actually comes with both. That I was not expecting that. It's a welcome little addition, like so you can choose which one you want on your box set figure. But yeah, the individual robots, the paint apps, are nice, especially on Wild Rider, who was very, very plain in the original one. Sadly, Drag Strip is now like American cheese colored.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the rest of them, like the paint apps they added to Menasor, really, really is an improvement. Just the apps, and they changed the color of the thighs to be gray instead of black. Just little touch-ups like that really improve the figure. And like if you're going to get it for the toys, I recommend it highly. If you're going to get it as an inbox thing, I don't recommend it at all because I just don't think it worked.
Fair.
But that's what I got this week.
What'd you get?
Me? Okay. In terms of costing Syria money on shipping, I think I win. Okay, so I got a fairly large order of things. Last time I ordered from them, I got the Shoto Gokaiger set with the main team. I went back and got Gokai Silver, the 6th Ranger for that team, because that was only like $50, which is not bad for
no, it's not.
Super Shoto set. It comes with a bunch of accessory parts for the main team as well. So I got that. Got a couple of Super Mini Pla kits. I got Giant Gorg from the anime of the same name, and Ideon, the anime of the same name. Ideon weighs a ton. It's a huge box. It comes with the big gun. I'm looking forward to putting that together because it's I think it's going to be fairly impressive when it's done. I also went back and got I think I mentioned when I got the Johnny Ryden's Gelgug Vertex G frame that the standard Johnny Ryden's Gelgug had parts for that. I went and got that too. So thanks to Don also sending me Johnny Ryden Zaku this week, I am unexpectedly a Johnny Ryden completionist. That is a like side story piloted Gundam with a like red and black color scheme. Very nice color scheme. Other than that, I got a couple of Gundam models from them, including limited edition premium Bandai thing for only $30. It's one of the ones from like late Universal Century, so it's gigantic. So Chris will actually know it's the Messer FO2 Commander type. Yeah, so better color scheme, slightly more parts than the standard issue. But the thing that really probably cost them is they had I got some more like hobby magazines because I was thinking about it. Those tend to be heavy, but it's like I kind of realized Hobby Japan like accidentally changed my life back in the 90s because I got the issue with the Master Grade Char's Gelgug, which kind of got me wrapped up in Gundam, which led me to meeting Chris, which led to a whole bunch of other things. Basically, my entire life just goes back to randomly buying this magazine on a hole-in-the-wall hobby store in 1997. So I bought some more random hobby magazines. And I also got the first 3 art books from Fate Grand Order. Those weigh a ton. They're like 300 pages each. And they were less than $5 a piece. So, and they are probably like the cheapest thing in the box and also half its weight. So, yeah, so that's like the highlights of the ham I got this week. Oh, I actually got an on-topic thing, and I nearly forgot. I finally got a copy of Transformers versus Mr. Z.
Oh, cool.
And that's a nice little comic. Obviously, I don't really know what's going on with it, but the art is good. Got looks like 5 or 6 different arts to do the main story. So it's full color. It actually reads left to right. So it's 2 fairly unusual things for manga. But yeah, nice book. Glad I finally have it.
Cool. Chris, what about you?
Next week.
Okay, so this week Diecast sent me G2 Sideswipe. Thank you, Diecast.
You're welcome.
It's so pretty.
And the funny thing is, when Brian was opening that today,
Literally.
I texted him from my Walmart because they had some additional G2 Deluxes in finally, including that.
I was literally opening the box when he sent that. So, yeah, that was funny. Also, I got a Japanese box G2 Strafe Cyberjet.
Oh, nice.
Fairly jealous of that.
Yeah, that's open. I got it's been open. I didn't realize it was open. The card has been lifted. That's okay. Skyjack.
No, ruined forever.
No, it's fine.
You'll have to send it to Chris.
Hooligan.
Ooh.
Hooligan
nice.
has not been open, so maybe Skyjack, the card is just coming off.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah. And Space Case. I remember
Very nice.
back in the day when you could buy these online so cheap.
I wish I had.
Yeah, so they're not cheap anymore. It's,
No.
They're not like super expensive, but they're not like super cheap either. But yeah, so that's what I got this week. Don, were you trying to say something? You can need unmuted because of the microphone
I
situation.
just saw that. Yeah. No, when I was at KB Toys at the beginning of my career with them, as long as it lasted, we still had them for $3.99, I believe, in a bin up front.
Yeah, like sites like Bantha Trader, who had the site on AOL or whatever it was. I'm pretty sure I bought my original set off of him for like next to nothing. I'm certain that he went in and bought a ton for his store. Yeah, I used to love getting. I bought so much G2 stuff or the like European G1, the classic packaging or whatever it was, the gold packaging. Some of that stuff used to be available. It's for so cheap, and not anymore.
Yes, Cyberjets are the best little toys.
Yeah, they're great. Cool. Okay, so hey, like I just bought Nova Prime and Armada Optimus Prime on Amazon, so they are available. If you go to tfradio.net/Amazon, you want them to, you can buy them. Pretty reasonably priced. Actually, I mean, it's retail, but it's not like it's better. You get free shipping if you have Amazon Prime and all that. So, tfradio.net/Amazon. Hopefully, I'll have no Prime next week. It looks like it'll be a couple weeks before I have Animated Optimus. Armada Optimus to talk about. But I am excited about it because I was so let down by Armada Megatron. Hopefully, this will help my heart grow 3 sizes. patreon.com/tfradio. Join all the other RSC superfans by joining us on Patreon. Get an ad-free version of the show day early. Doesn't mean 24 hours, but if I post it 9 o'clock, you'll like the public version will probably go up by 6 the next morning. Higher bit rate, weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, unedited episodes of RFC. I'm gonna edit this week's show, but it's just because we were talking over ourselves a little bit. So I'm not gonna publish that as an unedited RFC on Patreon. Don has to drop a heavy swear or something.
Don, throw a couple swears in.
No, don't.
Quick.
Oh no.
No, Don, don't. So
I think Don knows better, even though Diecast doesn't.
Yeah. Hot 5 podcast week early. Patrons at the Touch tier get to be on Hot 5, and Touch patrons get to be mentioned on the show each week and are listed at tfradio.net/credits. And we're going to do that now. I should always load that up first, but I never do.
I mean, on the weeks I host, I definitely should load it up first, and I'll also never do.
You know what? If I was smart, what I would do is in our show notes, I would make that a hyperlink so they can just click it.
I mean, used to in our show notes, you would actually copy and paste the most recent list of patrons, so it would just be right there.
But you know what? Now I'm going to click hyperlink. Kevin Dorsey, AJ, Eric Griffin, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Jay Kleinrye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Lucia, Sean Bratton, Jason Hiley, TJ Petrucci, Hyper Shouta, Brock Brandt. Thank you so much. Matt, how do people get a hold of you?
Melvar at bluesky.social.
Sweet.
3 L's, 2 R's.
John is that John D everywhere. Is John also that John D everywhere on Threads? You gotta imagine. I'm checking right now. I saw that John was posting sales on his Threads on eBay, and I was going in and bidding on stuff. I got bidded up. I lost the auction that I was bidding on so far. I'm gonna win something, damn it. But John is that John D everywhere. Rob Springer not here. He is at Robo Rob Springer on Twitter. He's at zonebase.org. He's also now on Threads. I don't remember his what.
He also just joined Blue Sky.
I was going to say that.
Yep, zonebase.bluesky.
Yeah.
.social, I believe it is.
Yeah, I'm sure he has all that at zonebase.org, though. So, cool. I am on Blue Sky as Kilby. That's like the only place I'm posting right now. For now. Kilby on Blue Sky. Rob, what about you?
Yeah, I'm also on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. That's mostly right now. It's just me talking about toys because most of the folks I talk Gundam Battle Operation with have not moved over there yet. But if you want to see about Gundam Battle Operation, then youtube.com/foilthroughs will work. I'm also doing Armored Core 6 on weekends at the moment. That I am so glad they nerfed that first boss because I would not have beaten it otherwise. It is incredibly difficult, but it's a fun game. I'm enjoying that. So if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/foilthroughs, and you can support it. And if you would rather just send me something, then tfradio.net/playlist.
Chris, what about you?
I am in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord. Great group of people. There's always people talking in there. I highly encourage everybody to come and join us and check it out. Very chill place to hang and talk about nerd topics. I'm on social media at ChrisRTXV on Blue Sky and Mastodon.social. I'm also on the internet at playwithphotography.com where I have galleries and articles I wrote. And I have an Amazon wishlist at tfradio.net/ChrisList if you want to send me Transformers, old TV shows, or just, any other kind of material affection you want to lavish upon me that I have on there.
Cool. Diecast, what about you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast, and then you can see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/rcreviews.
Very cool. Don?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I have also been given by a mutual friend a Blue Sky code. So when I have time, I will try to set up my account. As soon as I'm up and running, I will let everybody know then.
I thought you were about to give out the code. Like, oh, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not JD giving out my credit card number. No.
Yeah, that was great.
That takes me back.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I think I might still have that picture too.
Well, since JD's been dead for 9 years, God, it's 9 years.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
my God, the card is no longer active. It's probably safe. Oh, JD. Okay, cool. Well, we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Look, I barely bought anything with his credit card after he did that. It's fine.
Recording
I'll
stopped.
leave that there in the show.
Good.
And Brian, I'm sorry, I didn't realize my mic was picking up stuff because I was trying to keep up with the chat and Discord and everything.
So-
And
God damn it, Don.
I didn't see that
So
until
Don, So one thing you might want to do, and like not too much, like if you raise like in radio, and that's one reason people who work in radio for years have bad hearing, is their audio is jacked up all the way in their headset so that you can actually hear what's going out on the. But part of my job, I'm host. I'm also a producer, so like I'm paying attention to that stuff in show. So if I tell you like your microphone's not working, that's not me getting on you. That's just me doing my job. And you're muted now. And I can't hear you. So. But yeah, there's a lot. There was a lot of rumbling sound like with boxes and stuff. So I'm gonna go in and fix it in post.
Yeah, in terms of what your mic was picking up, possibly lint. It was very low.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. So there
was also like Battlestar Galactica boxes smacking into the microphone too. You might want to be careful about positioning.
It was really bad. It was really bad. I'm gonna have to go and clean it up. But like I have the same headset that you do. This is the optimal mic placement for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
that's basically where mine is.
Yeah, so I had a fancier microphone. I sold it because honestly, I like the sound of this one just as much. This microphone is a third of the price, so this one works fine. But like this is optimal. So,
nice.
Yeah.
So what happened with Fortress Maximus?
He come himself. Okay, then I'll get Fortress Maximus to fight me.
He was sold out for a while, and now I see he's available again.
Yes, but with a later arrival date.
Ah. Okay.
Or so the Discord told me earlier. I'm taking their word on that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the original date was like February 1st, I think.
I'm sorry, but I've just got to go back and give myself props for that. Oh yeah joke because that made me laugh internally so much. So sorry.
But Fortress Maximus was also available from some other online retailers, so I don't think it sold out everywhere.
Go ahead.
It just amazed me because I jumped on Hasbro Pulse pretty early, and I was like, "Oh, great! It's already sold out."
Okay,
I didn't get the email until like 1:00, but apparently it went up at like 10:00.
So the thing is, the Fortress Maximus listing was marked as sold out almost immediately, and then went down for a little bit. So the speculation is there was an error either on the front end with the listing or something on the back end. So they took it down to fix it, and then it went back up. And then
it was down for a while.
And then it actually sold out again, and now is back up with a later arrival date.
Because you know what else I can't get my hands on is ham sandwich, but that White Ranger helmet, I kind of want to get that. And every time I look, it's sold out.
Huh.
So, John has BotCon 2002 Cyclonus up for sale on his eBay page, and there are no comps for it because I don't see the last time the thing sold on eBay.
Yeah,
I'm going to bid on it. God knows how much it's going to go for. I'm certain
quite a lot.
I'm not going to get it.
Hopefully the vac metal is still in good shape.
It is gorgeous.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't think the Cyclonuses have been documented having that problem. I think it is just the jet storms.
And
Oh crap! I'm
Shokarak.
the high bidder.
And Shokarak.
Nice.
Okay, but that's a different mold, Don. That's a different
Oh.
thing.
Right. No, I'm just saying.
Different year, also.
Oh well.
I've been the high bidder on several of these auctions, and I've yet to win one.
I want to say Shockeract and Beast Machine's Jetstorm might have released in the same year, so it might have just been a, bad Chrome batch for production in general that year.
Just snipe it.
Yeah.
Remember how we used to do that years ago?
And then there was also Transmetal 2 Scourge, whose Chrome fell off before he even got out of the package. So, I think that was just a bad era for vac metal.
People are saying still stuttering, by the way, so it's not the recording software. Well, it's not the recording software. The recording software is separate in the chain.
Did you get your new computer?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's why we're having stuttering, apparently.
yeah. So I'll check and see with the encoder to see if there's something wrong with it. I can't stop the stream to do it. But next week I'll adjust it. But again, the stuttering that we had last week is not related. It is different stuttering.
And the podcast version should be perfectly fine. So,
Yeah, so-
Because
yeah,
it's
you're-
not been stuttering on our end. So.
Yeah. Your audio broke up a little, but it's fine. I can live with it
because
I
you can live with it.
with it. It didn't really do it late. It did it once, and you can still be understood. So it's not a big deal.
All right. What was I saying?
I don't remember, but it was you were
Okay.
You were, yeah, it was you could be understood, and it lasted for 5 seconds. So,
Hmm.
Okay. Actually, I haven't seen my kids this evening, so I probably should go. People
Yeah,
watching live,
perhaps.
I'm going to
That's a
kill the
good
stream.
read.
So I'm going to kill this first by Twitch, and then I'm going to go to the thing and kill YouTube. Then I'm going to check out the encoder to see what the encoder is set at.
Ah.
And I don't have permission. It's because I'm logged into the wrong account.
Just end the stream with a Porky Pig sign off and pretend it was intentional.
No.
New Patreon benefits, non-stuttering episodes.
Yeah. Why is switch account? Oh, switching it to this one right here. Okay, podcast. Killing the stream. Goodbye, people. And,
Bye, people.
Take care, everybody.
My
Okay.
people.
Make sure that actually stopped, so I can actually look at the coder. And no, it did not stop. End, damn you, end. Okay, end. Okay.